Welcome back to SportsZone. I'm joined by Cade, Codina, and once again, Sam Little. And guys, you know, opening day was exciting, but it's still March, so we got to talk some March Madness. We are officially into the Sweet 16 as the games have tipped off just a little while earlier. Texas and Purdue in a tight one as we start in the West region. 11, Texas has found a way, you know, starting in the first four, getting two big wins, and now in a tight one against number 2 Purdue. What have you guys seen from this game so far?
I mean, man, Texas basketball is back. I mean, I feel like it's been a while since they've made noise in March Madness, so it's really fun to see. Of course, we're from Texas, so I root for Texas schools, so I'm going for UT in this. But I do want to talk about Purdue. They put on a show during their last matchup. Fletcher the Lawyer. I feel like every year there's like some random white boy who goes off, and Fletcher the Lawyer going off for 24 points. He is my white boy of this bracket so far. He's been great. As of right now, I don't know how he's doing because I haven't been able to see the game. But yeah, I think the last time I checked that UT's up by 4. So if UT can move on, that's kind of crazy to be. I mean, Elite 8 is insane.
Yeah, they've definitely had a heck of a run. Do you think they can keep it going, Sam?
Yeah, I think maybe this Cinderella run, and yes, I'm using that for the University of Texas. The Cinderella run that they're on right now, you know, one of the last 4 teams in, having to play in the first 4, you know, not supposed to be here. I think that what Sean Miller is doing in year 1 down in Austin is just phenomenal. You know, you weren't supposed to be here, but you are. And he's got the experience of being a championship coach to, you know, take this Texas team who made the Elite 8 a couple of years back with the Tim Allen Jr. teams. I think that, and they actually had lost to Purdue in that game, you know. So I think that maybe a couple of guys that are still on this team from that team, you know, kind of remember that, you know, are playing their hearts out tonight because no one gave Texas a chance in this game. And they're up 4-2. What's the live score at the moment? But, you know, basketball is a game of runs. So if they can continue to, you know, stay in there, you know, not get too high, not get too low, and be consistent, then you could see the Horns dance into the Elite 8.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Live updating, 53-51, Texas right now. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Purdue is a very interesting team because they came in, I think, kind of struggling a little bit towards the end of the season and then dominated, winning the Big Ten Conference Tournament. I mean, guys like Oscar Clough stepping up, and you mentioned Lawyer. They just have a really, really strong team. Braden Smith, of course, can't be overlooked, but Texas has found a way to play spoiler. We'll definitely have to watch that one. But another game in this West region I want to look out for is Arizona-Arkansas. And to me, this is one of the games of the tournament. I really have a whole lot of faith in both of these teams. Cade, what are you looking to see in this matchup?
I think this is going to be a bloodbath. Oh, my God. Sorry. But, yeah, this game is going to be really fun to watch. It's going to be smash-mouth basketball. Like, you know, it's the classic who wants it more kind of matchup. But I do have Arizona moving on. I feel like they've been the most impressive first seed so far. They've just taken care of business. The last couple of rounds were, like, you didn't really hear much from them because they did what they were supposed to do. And I do have them moving on, but I do think it'll be a really good test to see how Arizona ranks up to the other first seeds.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Arizona's been really strong all throughout the season, all throughout the tournament so far, but I'm a big fan of Arkansas, what they can do as well. Sam, what are you looking to see in this game?
Yeah, like my partner here mentioned, it's going to be a street fight, and Coach Cal is going to have his team ready to play. He's a national championship coach as well. Spent all those years at Kentucky's and produced a guard or a first round pick every year, it seems like. But don't sleep on this Arizona team, like you mentioned. They've almost been number 1 wire to wire this year. You know, a couple of games that maybe should have gone their way that didn't. But I think that this may be the game of the Sweet 16. So hopefully, you know, even with the other side, I think that this is probably the best in terms of, you know, physical basketball you're going to see. And also, I did want to mention, Purdue hasn't really done anything like we at North Texas celebrate every year when North Texas beat Purdue with Coach McCaslin and that crew. So I'm not scared of Purdue. Like, if they win, so what? But, like, they come in as a 1 or a 2 seed, and they get bounced every year. Them and Wisconsin are in the club together. Like, it is what it is.
Shout out Hamlet and 2021 UNT basketball. What a year. But, yeah, it's going to be exciting. And then just going back to this Arizona-Arkansas game, I've gone back and forth. To me, this is the game of the tournament. I really think that whoever wins this game really has a chance to go deep. I'm a big fan of Darius Acuff. And
yeah, I was going to bring him up.
I know it might sound crazy, but I'm going to go with Arkansas to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes it comes down to who has the best player on the floor, and Darius Acuff, I think, is above and beyond like the best player on that court during that game. So we'll see how they go.
Yep, definitely two great teams, but I want to move down to the next region, Michigan and Alabama here in the Midwest. It's going to be an interesting one because Alabama, I mean, I think a lot of people had them maybe being bounced early. They've had a lot of off the field, all kinds of stuff going on. Michigan's been pretty consistent. What are you looking to see in this game, Sam?
Roll Tide.
Really? Really? Okay.
Michigan, I mean, yeah, they're good, but they honestly, and this is a little bit more of a hot take, I think that Michigan has been the worst one seed.
Okay.
In my humble opinion.
Florida got bounced though.
Yeah.
We're not talking about my national championship pick. It's fine.
He's just salty because his bracket's broken.
My bracket was broken the second that VCU beat Carolina.
Mine too.
But I just think that, maybe Alabama's going to out-athlete them. And I think that, it's finally Michigan's time to fall. And then let's talk about Tennessee real quick in Iowa State. Not a lot of people had Tennessee maybe getting to the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And Iowa State has, kind of been consistent all year. And I think it's going to come down to who had a better run in their conference. I think the Big 12 this year has been way better than the SEC. So I think that the depth of Iowa State's schedule is going to will them to the Elite Eight.
Okay, interesting. A very key matchup there, and I think Iowa State is a very good team. I think they can definitely go deep. I think Michigan gets through Alabama. I don't know. Alabama's inconsistency stresses me out, but they are very athletic and they can shoot the basketball. So it's interesting. Looking at these two matchups, Cade, what are you thinking?
Loki, I have my tournament. This is like the area where I didn't know as much, so I kind of just threw so
the Midwest is difficult. The Midwest is weird.
It's just because like it could be anyone, but I went the safe route. I went Iowa State and I went Michigan. Yep. But you never again. You said you never know. But man, what is this? College football with Michigan and Alabama?
Yeah, if Alabama and Tennessee play for the right to go to the Final Four, oh boy.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You thought football was bad. Oh boy.
Ooh,
oh boy is right. And just like that, I want to move over to the South region because we're in another tight one here with Iowa and Nebraska tied 50-50 right now. These are teams, especially in Nebraska, a lot of people had them being upset really early in this tournament. They managed to win 2 games so far. What are you looking to see in this matchup, Sam?
Yeah, this is just Midwest basketball at its finest. It's the battle of the cornfield.
Yeah.
So with Nebraska being the corn huskers and then Iowa producing the most corn in the United States. Quick little agricultural fact for you. But, it's just, Big Ten basketball. I mean, you're going to see good perimeter play. You're going to see them be physical inside, but also you're going to see them play smart basketball. So, honestly, I think in this game, what they're playing right now, whoever has the ball last is probably going to win the game. And then Illinois and Houston.
Can't wait. I can't wait for this. Oh, sorry.
Well, go ahead with it.
Okay,
Illinois and Houston, go ahead.
Everyone here knows I'm a big Houston rider. I'm ride or die for them. He is Sue for the Astros, but UH is my pick to win this tournament because last year what happened? We ran out of offense. Like the smash mouth, like hard-nosed defense, it works. It got us to the championship game, but when we just didn't know who had to take the shot. Now we have our guy with our freshman Kingsley Flemings. I love him. Kingston Flemings. I'm so sorry. Yo, I'm nervous.
He's going to be gone next year anyway. Sorry.
I mean, yeah. So this year he's going to make it count, and he's going to lead us to the promised land.
Who's
so.
we? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Yeah.
I've heard a whole lot of we for the Houston teams today, and I just can't say
That's why I
agree,
said your.
guys. You did say your, but it's not theirs either. I'm going to be honest. So Houston, Illinois, though, a very interesting matchup. Houston, as you mentioned, is such a defensive team, and I think that's enough to get them through Illinois. Going forward, we'll have to see. Sam, what do you think?
Also, the Houston game is being played at the campus of Rice. And if you know anything, Houston and Rice are about 5 miles apart from each other. So it's essentially a home game for U of H. But I think, with the hometown crowd, they're just going to do what they do. And Illinois, you had a great year, but go ahead and get to the baseball field because
this could potentially
you're not going to be pumping up basketballs or going to practice anymore. It's going to be baseball season in Champaign.
All right, here we go. Before we get out of here, let's get to the East because this is a stacked region, kind of called the blue blood region so far. And Michigan State, UConn, a really, really good matchup here. What are you looking to see in this one, Cade?
Jeremiah Fears, my glorious king, please eliminate UConn. I'm so tired of UConn. I hate UConn. I can't stand Dan Hurley. I'm going to say it. I like Darvin Ham more than Dan Hurley. Do not care. I'm a Dan Hurley hater. It's like the opposite of Kim Mulkey. I can't stand Hurley. I think he's annoying. I want him out of here. Jeremiah Fears, please lead us to the promised land. Lead us. Yes, us.
Don't sleep on this Duke St. John's matchup. I know that Duke's is kind of the heavy favorite, or Arizona, depending on who you pick. But don't sleep on St. John's. I actually have them winning this game.
Wow.
I don't think Duke gets the Elite Eight.
I have the same thing too. I have the
So
same
Duke,
thing.
they've got the Boozer twins, but they haven't really.
Duke hasn't been like exciting. They haven't been like as dominant as you think. Yeah, you have like
Also,
the
they
prime
haven't won
talent
a
and
title in
everything.
10 years either. But anyway,
Duke is a team that I like. They're not a team that I love.
They're the Aaron
And
Judge of.
I did pick them in this one just because St. John's burned me last year, and I just don't trust them offensively. However, they looked a lot better this year, especially down the stretch, seeing what they did to UConn in the championship game. So this is a really good matchup too here. Duke, St. John's, it's going to be exciting. Cade,
Exciting basketball, man.
Duke, St. John's.
I have St. John's. I know. Look, Duke is the Aaron Judge of college basketball. Look, they're great in the regular season, but when it comes down to it, when it matters most, they strike out, they miss, they don't come up clutch.
they lose to Lehigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
I mean, they couldn't get it done with Cooper Flag last year
Yeah.
against Houston. So yeah.
And that's the thing. It just feels like they're constantly right there. They have the best guys, but we'll see if they can get it done in the end. We'll have to keep watching, but we're going to move over and talk about the women's bracket coming up next.